The Idaho Vandals are off to a 2-1 start to the season. Saturday's victory over Utah Tech was sealed by an interception by Rogers High School alum Aaron Kinsey. From a stellar high school career to being recruited by Coach Eck to staying at Idaho and having a role as a redshirt freshman under Coach Ford, Kinsey has a bright future in Moscow.
As a team, as a coaching staff, we're all on the same page day to day, and that's just going to keep us pushing forward to get that big sky and anything after.
Football wasn't always the sport Aaron Kinsey wanted to pursue.
Originally, at first, I didn't even really want to play football. I did not want to get hit. I'm not going to say I was good at it, but I was better than some of the people around me, and I just stuck with it.
Once he developed a love of the game, he felt he could compete at the varsity level in high school right away.
John R. Rogers High School, we had like a rule. It was like freshmen, just play freshmen, and then when it's time, you go up. And I felt a little hurt inside. I was like, I could be playing with these guys.
Kinsey shined in his final 2 seasons at Rogers and helped lead the Pirates to the state playoffs for the first time in 8 years.
You know, no guys from my school ever really made it out to a Division I, FBS, or FCS. So being a guy like, and hearing a new coach come in saying, you can go do this, you can go do this, my eyes just lit open, and I was like, let's do it. Hard work and dedication, that's all it took.
But it did not come without adversity.
I tore something in my thumb, right? And it was painful. The rest of the game, we lost the game. But I remember that night I went back home, and as soon as I walked through my house, my mom, my dad, my family, they were just looking at me. I walked right upstairs, crying. I was like, I can't let them see me like this. And I had a conversation with my mom, and she was like, if you want it as bad as you say you want it, you got to figure it out. And that's all it was. It wasn't, here's a hug. It was, if you got to figure it out, you got to figure it out. So I kind of just looked myself in the mirror as a man and said, do you really want to change some of your people's lives? Do you want to change your life? And that's all it was.
In his recruitment process, one coach who entered late stuck out.
Coach Eck, you know, he called me. He really called me and then said, I want to talk to your mom. No coach at this time in my recruitment wanted to speak to my mom. Coach Eck really wanted to know who I was as a kid, who I was in school, what was my sleep patterns, what time I wake up. Like, Coach Eck really wanted to know who I was. And that's why I felt like I felt accepted here, you know, made me feel loved, and that's why I came here.
Kinsey redshirted last season as a true freshman at Idaho, but used it as a period of growth. Despite the offseason coaching change, Kinsey stayed at Idaho for one reason.
I'll say structure. The coaching staff here, they have a different type of camaraderie and just team bonding, I would say, that makes me feel wanted. It makes me want to come out here every day and just attack the day.
Kinsey's patience paid off as he made a clutch time interception last week and continued to earn his coach's trust as a young player.
And he really kind of just, you know, lack of a better term, kind of shut his mouth, put his head down, went to work, and you see the result of that work. And AK is a guy that we know is incredibly talented. He's one of the most athletic guys in our program, and we have full confidence in him, but he's got to have confidence in himself, and I think through the work, he built that confidence the last 2 weeks.
I just want to leave an impact on like young guys, especially back in my hometown, because you know there's only a few guys that have done it, and I just want all the youth in my hometown. Anybody can do it.